My name is Adrian Goldberg. I've been with Hatzolah for 3 years and my unit number is 60.
I'm Daniel Lowinger. I've been in Hatzolah for 6 years now. Half my family are doctors, so some of them think I'm just a wannabe doctor as well, but
I'm an events coordinator for Yeshiva Beth Rivka Primary. If an incident was to happen, Hatzolah would get on the radio asking for any responders, and 9 times out of 10 I'll respond to whatever it is.
There's always people hurting themselves in the playground and getting hit by balls, and we have some staff members who have different medical conditions and things like that. So there's been a few times when I've heard Adrian on the radio calling for another responder to help him out, and I'm the closest one right across the road. So we've done a few calls together.
Just taking your blood pressure so you'll feel it going a bit tight. How's that? What about does it here?
I think the students look up to you.
I'm no hero, I'm just a normal human doing what I do. I love doing what I do for Hatzolah. At the end of the day, it's all about helping people.
I'm Doron Paluk and I've been a responder for 3 years. At Hatzolah we spend hours and hours training, not only in our preliminary training program before we are responders, but even in an ongoing basis, so that when an emergency happens, we can act properly. I trained with Adrian, and you've got a bit of a camaraderie because you're basically going every week for a year or two. Training is what gives you the calmness to act.
At the time of training, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that it would have been me having the emergency and needed the Hatzolah responders coming to me to literally save my life. I do PT twice a week, and towards the end of my session I started feeling chest pain, and I said to my trainer, something's wrong, and we stopped straight away. I went to Monash Medical and the results came back all clear. Nothing was wrong, so I thought, great, it's all normal. What I'll do is book in for a stress test for the following Thursday and move on. I went back to doing my personal training. Again, at the end of the session, the pain was a bit greater then. Stopped straight away. Knew I was having a stress test 2 days later, so didn't think anything more of it. Went home, had dinner, felt great. I started getting a very bad chest pain, so I actually went to my wife and said to her, I think I'm having a heart attack, call Hatzolah. And at that stage I was getting tingling down my arm. I started sweating, and she said, it's probably just indigestion. I said, no, I'm having a heart attack. And I put that down to the knowledge of being a Hatzolah responder, that I knew exactly what was happening.
Good evening, this is Base with an emergency for a 55-year-old male with chest pain.
I just remember the call coming in and I was reasonably close. I just took the call and went. When I arrived there, I took in all my different bags, my normal equipment, oxygen, and obviously my defib as well. I walked in, and as soon as I looked at him, I thought, hold on, that's Adrian. Almost having that moment of hesitation, thinking, hey, it's not just my buddy Adrian, but it's actually, this is a patient in front of me, and going through the normal mode. So you have to force yourself back into Hatzolah mode.
I also knew I had to stay conscious. So I actually lay on the cold tiles to try and stay conscious. I was in so much pain, I could hardly talk. I've never experienced anything like that in my life before.
It was a balancing act of not scaring Adrian and not worrying him, but at the same time doing what we needed to do. So I gave a sit rep back to base that, yes, serious situation, we need ambulance here straight away, and they got onto the ambulance to move even faster.
So when I was there, I asked Daniel what he needed. I also then started going into my bag for medication because we wanted to administer some GTN. If you're having a heart attack and the blood is being precluded from going into your heart, the GTN will open up your vessels a little bit. We administered the GTN, we made sure ambulance was coming, we tried to keep him as calm as possible and just kept monitoring his vital signs.
In those about 5-10 minutes probably before the mica arrived, it was really a matter of preparing for the worst and trying to calm things down.
I thought I was gone. I really thought this was it. I remember telling my wife I love her because I thought I wasn't going to see anybody. Sorry.
While Daniel was attending to Adrian, I did speak to his wife a bit and make sure she was okay and that she understood what was going on and that we'd got ambulance on the way.
So we gave a very quick handover. In serious situations like that, I find the ambulance and the MICA guys, we all work like clockwork with each other. Like we can help each other move things around as we need to really get the patient into the ambulance as fast as we can.
Next thing I knew, paramedics arrived. They were putting the defibrillator pads on me. They put what we call a 12 lead on. They told me I was having a massive heart attack and they rushed me to hospital, lights and siren. It was within an hour and 10 minutes I was in surgery having a stent put in my heart. I had a 100% blockage of the main artery into the heart, and they told me afterwards that if it wasn't for my training and I'd left it 2 more minutes, there's a good chance I wouldn't have even made it into the ambulance. My training truly kept me alive, but it was Hatzolah that saved my life. They literally saved my life, and they know how grateful I am for that.